Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2020, Career Mode, Episode 79. Sponsor objective, Baloise Belgium Tour Top 5, Stage 3. It is this stage and Stage 4 that are the decisive stages in this race. Stage 4, quite punchy, a lot of undulation, no major climbs, but plenty of undulation. Today, it's cobbles and some short, punchy climbs. Expect a difficult finish to set that up. We have a 4-star and 3-star section back to back right here that we're going to quickly roll through. That's one. And did we already make our way through the other? I think we did. So that was both sections already. Yes, we have. And we continue on. Now, as we go to hit this triple set of climbs, we are going to prepare ourselves. We have a 6-man break, 3 minutes to track down. And I do expect most of the riders to make it to the finish line today, unless the end gets crazy. And I might try to contribute to the end getting a little bit crazy. Though, before we do that, one thing to really consider is that, well, I'm feeling a bit like a bull.
There's an attack in the leading group.
I'm seeing a whole lot of red, and I'm feeling quite angry about it. All but 2 riders on the team have negative race day conditions, and one of those 2 is sitting on a 0. So Alves Machado, the only rider with a positive race day condition today. I have a couple guys on Fitness Peaks, and the entire team is at a high fitness level without fatigue, meaning as a whole the team should be sitting about a net +4 for the entirety of the team. And that is not the case at all, as we're sitting on, what, a -8? So we're about 12 under where we should be, which is almost a -2 average compared to where we could and should be as a team. So we're through the first 3 climbs. No big deal so far. We're going to see, that is the 3 climbs, and those really are not that bad. They are very, very short hills. Yes, really, they're not even that bad. They're not even that steep.
We're into the last third of the race.
A little strange that they're classified at all, but okay, that's fine by me. It's the cobbled sections that are going to do some damage, so it's the cobble rating that's going to affect things today a little bit. The overall second favorite rider, who is now in 80 overall, is Umberto Zeta. 80 overall already. He left us as a 78. We saw him a month or 2 ago as a 79, and now, just like that, he is already in 80. You can see just how much ground we're losing. Oh my goodness.
Watch out! There are a few riders in trouble at the back.
Into the second section, and we are very much into the middle of the peloton already. The entire team. I mean, none of us are near the front. We're seeing a little yo-yoing going on here, but I do think this will reconnect in just a moment. But we're going to have to set ourselves up to attack this the last time through, because that will absolutely split things, and it won't come back together. There's such a small gap here that somebody has got to pull this back together. Layson now working on making that happen, and there it goes. Linked up. Definitely some fatigue after that. It's just 2 quick cobble sections, and you see how much damage it did. The climbs did nothing. That double cobble section did a whole lot of damage, and quick. So for Mark Bartha, finally starting to make their way back towards the front, and I'm going to try to turn that screw as we go through there and see if we can't leave riders behind. Hopefully lots of them. We're going to hit that thing hard, and we're going to hit it first, and we'll see if we can keep a few guys out there with just a small group, and then that can leave a whole bunch of time. And if Alves Machado with his +3 race day condition is still among those, then we've got a real shot at putting together a pretty quality run today that could result in a stage win if it's a small group. If I can get it down to about 25 or so, I like our chances for a top 5 overall. I like our chances for potentially the stage. Okay, here we go. These climbs are not bad, And we're set at an 89, so we're okay. Mostly recovered here, but not completely. All right, climb number 1. Just 30 seconds to the front rider. Last 2 riders.
The Peloton has significantly increased its speed.
Looks like an Astana rider out front. Okay, that's climb number 1. Here we go, climb number 2. Okay, still no damage. 135 in the Peloton. Climb number 3. No problem, except I got half my team. Got caught behind some slow-moving guys and lost some ground. We've got to make our way back forward and soon so that we can implement our plan. And there's going to be a lot of pace right now. Breakaway's done. Little downhill section. Pace not too bad right now, so we should cover this ground here pretty quickly. But we need to get a move on quite soon with our plan, as we're not that far away from the cobbled sections. Alright, close enough. We're going to have to carry this out right now. Alves Machado, obviously the guy to go for Mark. I'm going to have you follow Ginn out in front. God, both of them nasty race day conditions. Okay, Killen was the next guy. And then Telford has the cobble rating. Okay, Barta is going to go 99 because he is way too far back for the team to be dropping behind him. He's not going forward. Come on, Barta. Come on. Whole team just dropped back to get behind you, and you went backwards and not forwards. This is why I set him to a 99 to get him out there. We're already into the cobbled section, and we are not forward. This is not good, but
and those that are on their last legs don't have the necessary physical resources to do so. Our rider has a flat tire. Let's hope he is helped out quickly.
Okay, that's through 1, and we are not doing any damage behind us.
You see that? You can read the pain on the faces at the back of the peloton. There's a growing number of riders left behind.
Okay. Come on, Ginn. Pull, buddy. Pull. 64 in the peloton. Little split here. It's at Rodriguez where the field just split. Mark losing some ground. Killen losing some ground. Ginn. Rodriguez, we're getting close to the end. 7K to go, and Barta is the only one in a peloton of 36. Rodriguez is done. Telford needs to be going forward here. Barta is done. Barta was my guy at the front. He was still on attack. Okay, Rodriguez is dropped. He is last? Okay. So I got Killen and Vermark recovering here. Telford working hard trying to bring this group back. This is most of my team, so I'm more in favor of having 60 or 55 in the final group than I am in having what do you call it? Having a split at the front. Okay, 1.8. Alves Machado, go 1.4. You're not going to win the stage, but if you can bridge this gap, Barta getting dropped, we could be behind the whole front 32 unless Alves Machado can close this gap a little bit. He's been out front for a full kilometer and hadn't even started sprinting. I'm hoping that there's not going to be a gap there, but guess what? Probably is one. Now, I never seem to get the gap when there's huge gaps behind me, but when there's a gap in front of me, you better believe they give the gap. Most of the time. Not always. There were definitely riders out there. Zeta only grabs 14th in this one. Jakobsen takes the win. It goes to sprinters at the top. But we definitely missed out on that split, and I just did not have much of a cobble rating in these guys, and that negative race day condition really hurt because we hit those cobbles, and not only were we slow, but red bar went down to nothing in a hurry. No gap. No gap. Oh my goodness, they did not give a gap. They didn't give a gap. Rodriguez wasn't gapped. There's the first gap, 83rd on back. Not many riders missing out on that. In fact, my entire team. Julian Simon out of time. Yikes. We got lucky there. We got really lucky there because literally the entire team lost time. Last stage was all about luck. We had none in the red that we endured, but we had plenty in the time gaps that have been maintained. So can we now turn that into something on this next stage? We've been given a reprieve. Now, can we get some sort of result in the decisive stage number 4? You can see lots and lots and lots of climbing to do today. This is not much of a punchy stage. This is up, down, up, down, up, down. So this is not really a day for Vermark. It could be. I think this is more of a day for David Killen. Teddy Ginn. Or David Ginn. Douglas Ginn. Denny Ginn. Somebody. He's got a name. A lot of heavy action early in this one. We're blinking red at a 74. We have a breakaway of 12 that a team or 2 teams or 3 teams are not content with. CCC, seemingly Ineos, NTT are chasing this breakaway down. So there is somebody or multiple somebodies in that break that they are none too pleased about being there. So we have a lot of fatigue in the team as we have 134 kilometers to go. We're going to get a bit of a respite here. We will recover on this descent a bit. Barta has the water. He's coming back forward with it finally. And team back to full strength other than Alves Machado currently. Today, nowhere near as bad on the race day conditions. Alves Machado's +3 of yesterday is a -1 today. Denny Ginn again. Second day in a row with a negative, but everybody else is at least, actually no, not even neutral. Everybody else is a positive. +2 is our max, and it's to 2 support riders. So it's not fantastic, but it is still much better than that crap we had to deal with on the previous stage. Still plenty of undulation to come, but again, the biggest climb, the highest elevation of the day, is already done. Now it's going to be about managing our effort for a while and then being able to go strong at the end and push for a small group, very small group finish, hopefully with Kevin Vermark extending away and picking up some time on this one, because we need to be into the top 5 and not just have 40 riders at the finish and be among them. We have a breakaway of 32 right now from the Peloton. I'm okay losing Telford and Vermark, but it does show you how weak of a climber Vermark is, that he lost out on that and slipped that far back just from that short little move. Speaking of, let's get everyone kind of set. We're past the halfway point. We are definitely chasing this group, but this is a lot of riders left behind. And like I said, I'd rather have no Vermark
the gap is
than have 100 riders make their way back up.
Peloton seems content to let it grow. A couple of teams have set themselves up as pacemakers for the pack.
So here's to hoping 33 can stay away. We're coming up on the 8 already, less than a minute to them. It's over a minute to that chase group. That's not that big of a gap right now, though. Okay, up to 80. Don't want to get dropped. We're just about to bridge the gap to the breakaway here. As we go over this category 4.
The pack is
He's
slowly
just sit up.
whittling away the lead. They really
Just
are
lost
moving.
a
The pack
lot
can't get strung out
of
too
space
far,
there
or
in a
it's
very
going to
short
start
period of
breaking
time.
up. It's
Alves
survival
Machado
of
is
the
nearly
fittest, and
done.
evolution doesn't seem to
Go
favor
ahead
those
and
in the
gel
rear.
up for him
There's a
so he
growing list
hangs
of
on a
riders
little
left
longer.
behind.
Telford for Mark. Still at that nice prime position. It's also down to 80 riders, but again, I still would rather have 33 at the front than have 80 bridging the gap. But here they go, bridging the gap. So there's just a few guys that made it across. Now it's 55 chasing, and it's together. 92 in the Peloton. Again, I would have rather had it
of the race left to run. Now's
remaining
not the time
at
to
30.
give up watching.
70k to go towards the top of the next hill. Not quite there yet. We'll want to send somebody back to get water. Alves, Machado, Telford are both a bit too tired. So third man is Barta. I will send Barta onto it. That's really not it yet, though. Okay,
There's now more than a
slow
minute
down,
between the
slow
breakaway
down.
and the pack. The
Get the
breakaway is not
water.
to
Come on,
everybody's
Barta,
liking.
get
The
the water.
Peloton has
Get
significantly
it,
increased
get
its
it. You
speed.
can do it. There goes Telford and Alves Machado going backwards. So we will have to reset our groups a little bit. It's a good sign because the Peloton's now down to 71. And Alves Machado and Ginn are still in for now. Actually, they're still up front. So things have eased off a bit. Pace lifted. Those 6 riders now left out front. Back out to a minute 15. Telford, Gel, climbing, coming. Alves Machado already going backwards quick. And he is out the back.
Another attack in the leading group.
Telford's about to go out the back. For Mark, slipping way too far back.
Only a few riders are capable of following the very
48 left in the Peloton. Mark's going to need some help here. 39. Ooh, hello. 41 in the Peloton. Now we're talking. Okay, regroup. Rodriguez, protect for Mark. And let's fix Killen and Ginn as well. Set them to an 85. Better climbers. For Mark, recovering his position. Group of 40, thinning out further. I like our chances as this thins out of getting one of those top 5 times. There were still 80-something riders. And looking at our times, Killen Ginn was 19th with 19 seconds down. 21st for Barta, again 19 seconds down. So we need this to not be 40 riders at the end, because that means probably 20th at best.
Above 10%.
Last category 3, 2 category 4s to go after this. This one doing a little fatigue, but it's not that bad. We definitely, maybe on the next one, want to begin the attack. 24, but I think it's going to yo-yo. It does. 24 would be nice though, because then you're really looking probably top 10 at that point. Big acceleration coming. Still 30k to go. It's 30k to go. It's a little early to start implementing the plan. 28k. That last little bit of climbing is not much. This next climb is going to be the more decisive moment. So we're not going to attack the whole time, but we're going to attack this climb, back off with whatever's left of the group, maybe commit one guy depending on if we have everybody left to keep the chasers away, and then use everybody else on the final little bit. So for Mark's obviously the guy at the end. We need probably Ginn based on the time. Well, it's only one more second to David Killen. Killen's looking pretty dang good today. So Killen, again, Rodriguez or Barta. Barta's looking a little stronger. Or, sorry, Rodriguez looking a little stronger than Barta. So, Barta, gel. Come forward, and now ease off a little bit. Don't do too much damage here. Wait for the descent. Dylan Van Barl going for the attack. That's okay by me. Waiting for this descent to turn up the pace a little bit. Okay, now we're descending. Now we push. Gel has not kicked in, but he's not even doing any damage. He's just riding hard downhill and actually catching Dylan Van Barl through there. Okay, we'll try a 96. Come on, let's leave somebody behind. Still 1K to go to the top and have not dropped anyone yet. Oh, we dropped one rider. Rodriguez, 95, Barta.
The guys up front aren't going to be
Try to
making
get
too many
onto the
friends
back.
today.
I don't think it's going to happen, though. Oh, there's a split. 24 riders now. 21 riders. This is what we were looking for. Alright, Rodriguez, you're just going to do your thing. Ginn is also right on the edge, so we're going to have both of them gel up. Ginn's done. Down to Killen and Vermark. Get out of the way again. 18 riders.
15
now we're
kilometers
talking.
to the finish line.
Watch those seconds, though. Make sure it's not going to come tumbling down. As long as we're out front, we'll just do whatever we can with Rodriguez here. 45 seconds. Barta in the chase group behind and on auto. Let's change that. The glass there. I like the 18 part so much better because that means there's only 14 other competitors. 12 seconds. 12K to the finish. Ginn has recovered a bit. I want Ginn to follow Rodriguez.
Only 10 kilometers left.
Ginn has that little bit left now, so we will try to use that. We've got to make sure the gaps aren't coming down behind us. We don't want anybody to come back into this group. 49 seconds. 7.8K. Almost to it. Almost to it. Okay, again, here you go. Rodriguez, good work. Okay, Gel, under 6K.
This climb features some dreadful percentages.
Ginn's going to get us over this first climb, which is nice. Because
There are
then
just 5 kilometers
David
left.
Killen and Vermark to attack this out to the finish. 17 at the front, but that's because Rodriguez was dropped. 3K to go. Vermark looking pretty strong. I'm sure there's got to be some that are definitely not looking so strong. Okay, 1.5. Okay, sprint.
And there goes the mad burst for the final
And
sprint.
Vermark. Oh, come on, Vermark. Where's the acceleration, buddy? Where's the acceleration? Is that Alaphilippe? No, it's Jakobsen. He's too fast. Can I get a top 3? I think we're going to
Victory
just miss
right
top
on the
3. I think we're going to be
line. A
4th.
real show of
Youngles,
power.
Toynes, Vermark. No seconds gained. That's a shame. He was so close.
The riders bringing up their rear have made it through.
He got a really
sheer willpower.
slow
This
acceleration
stage
there,
was a
which
real
that's
strength
weird
sample.
because it's sprint that's his problem, not acceleration. That was not a punchy finish. That was more of a sprint finish. Hence, Jakobsen taking the win. Toynes getting 3rd. Then Barla getting 5th. Those guys are definitely quicker. Garcia Cortina, Christoph up there. Big gaps though. big gaps. That was 3 minutes to that group. We really, really should just have a top 15, 16 left with Killen and Vermark among that. But how far down the order are they going to be at that 20 seconds down? Vermark, if he gains 4 seconds, he moves up the order significantly. And he misses that by millimeters behind the sprint of Toynes. Again, it was just weird though, because he's a sprint 65, acceleration 77. He should have gotten to speed quick, but he got to speed very slow on that sprint. He accelerated very slow on that sprint, and that's just not like he should be. Okay, 11. Now we're talking 11. In a 19-second gap. Killen misses out, actually. Then a 38-58. So, where does that put us? It's not going to be top 5, but it will be top 10. Are you kidding me? He's got literally the worst time out of the 11 riders. Now, the 34 is there because Jakobsen has won 3 stages, is it, out of the 4? So he's gained 30 seconds. He's gone from what would be here to 23 seconds clear. Christoph, actually, and Toynes have both gained time as well. So Youngles may have gained time. I mean, it's possible all of these guys have gained some sort of time, but I doubt it because Vermark really did lose 10, 15 seconds. Maybe 14. I don't know. Whatever it was, these guys at the top have all gained time on one stage or another. Vermark really missed an opportunity on that one. But again, I don't feel like I did anything wrong there. A guy with a high acceleration accelerated quite slow on that. And that was a sprint, not a punchy finish. We saw the profile. Before the Cat 4, there was a little climb. And then after the Cat 4, there was tiny, tiny little sections that were above 3. Most of it to the finish was 2, 2.5, which is still flat rating, just uphill, burns through your red bar faster, meaning you have to go later, which we did. Killen let him out and was dropped by the group. But 11 riders there at the finish, and Vermark is 11th on time of those 11. That's bad. That is bad. He needs a little bit of time. Killen in 13th. We got to at least crack the top 10, so it's only a partial failure. Just for pride's sake, right? So we need to, 3 seconds is only going to move him to Vliegen and Garcia Cortina. Garcia Cortina's almost certainly got some sort of countback advantage. All right, so final stage. I'm willing to make a real serious effort to crack the top 10 anyway. So Vermark needs 3 seconds to get on the same time as the 9th and 10th place rider. More than 3 seconds, and he would certainly be in the top 10. So I tried to get in the break, and no surprise that he's too strong of a rider to do so. So I am burning through Rodriguez to keep the lead riders close. 45 seconds right now, and they've been out there for a while, so I don't think they're going to hang on that long with this serious of a chase. Vermark still hasn't recovered from his efforts to get into the break, but again, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal as long as things don't open up beyond here. I think these 3 anyway are going to be quite tired, and one guy going solo isn't going to be able to chase it down either, because you can see how much damage it does to them quickly. Those 3 are at least working together. I'm going to need somebody... Well, this is a big chase right now, actually. 28k to go to that first one. Rodriguez really needs to give up on this. I need to pick somebody else. Telford. Okay, he got a second or two across there. I think Alves Machado, even at a 17, actually still ended up beating him across the line. Didn't want to go 0 and have him suddenly pull out of the race or something. One more to go. We're going to have to prepare for that one. Rodriguez is not recovered. We're going to need somebody else. Barta's probably next on the totem pole to keep things close, because I think that was 2 seconds. It was. Top 5, but it'll obviously get him 9th or better. Alright, catch the front guy. 2.5K to go. Alves Machado, just go hard. And for Mark, sprint.
We're starting the last third of the race.
There's Machado making sure that nobody else takes any valuable time. And there you go. That is 5 seconds gained for Kevin Vermark. So let's see, what kind of damage is that going to do in the rankings? 29 puts him in 7th. Keep that damage going behind us and keep us out front. Gives us a shot. 4K to go. Barta has a pretty good flat rating, so we'll let him do the work for now. Okay, here come the other teams. Rodriguez, 3K, 4 guys. Ginn is quite tired. I want to sprint, but not yet. Rodriguez. Hey, now, do your sprint. These guys are bursting past us here. Again, following it, kind of. A lot of fatigue out here. I could see a lot of these guys really struggling towards the finish line. Okay, everybody should be able to make it from here, as in these 2 guys. Alves Machado. Oh, you picked a bad line there, Alves Machado. Caden Groves for the win, comfortably ahead. No extra time gained here. Alves Machado 9th, Kevin Vermark 10th. I would love to see gaps. Don't see that happening. They're saying all 140 here in the Peloton, and yeah, it looks like it.
The riders bringing up their rear have made it through sheer willpower. This stage was a
Killen
real
took
strength
5th.
zapper. Now for the race highlights.
Killen took 5th. Wow, okay. He beat Alves Machado and Vermark to the finish. Caden Groves way too fast. He's a pretty good sprinter. Yeah, 82. Dang. So 5th, 9th, 10th. No gaps. But we make our way into the top 10. 3rd in the points. Crushed the under 25s. 4 of the top 5, including all 3 podium steps. And winners of the team classification. And it's still going to go down as a failure. However, it's only a partial failure. And we have so much spare confidence that we will be just fine. We also get a dossier period, but we are out of time for this episode. That's going to do it for this one. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.